All right, Brian, tell me a little bit about, your experience so far here at the University of Miami. Obviously, you've dealt with some injuries, but you got some playing time last season. Just kind of tell me about that process and where you are mentally going into 2025.
No, for sure. Obviously, I've had some bumps in the roads with my Miami career, but I wouldn't change it for the world. Right? It made me a better player, and people have poured into me, each and every day between the training staff, coaching staff, our great health institute. Like I can't complain one bit. Obviously, my first year was with my brother. It was tough to go down that way, but some of those things like adversity, it made me a better player now, and I think it's gonna make me a better player this year. And one of the biggest reasons I wanted to come back and improve, what I'm capable of.
Awesome. And tell me a little bit about your relationship with your brother. Obviously, you got called up to the big leagues. How excited are you for him, and what advice does he give you? As far as being a college baseball
Absolutely.
player.
My brother is he's my best friend. So watch him work not only here at UM and be the great player he was, but to not stop. Right? My brother he moved up the ranks quickly, and it was impressive. JD without a flinch let me go and watch him debut, and what a special experience. Me and my brother got the opportunity to live together, and we're super thankful as an entire family. God's blessed us in so many different ways. Just to be here, what he's doing, it's really impressive, and I'm proud of him as a brother. But he's taught me a lot. He's told me a lot about composure, a lot about having a routine, a lot about what it means to be a high caliber player, and how you should carry yourself. And it changes the way you think about the game, and it changes the way you play.
Awesome. And just tell me about this pitching staff. What are your impressions of it going into the 25 season?
Absolutely, I love these guys. Right? Obviously, we know from last year we lost a couple starters. A lot of those guys are some of my best friends, but I think JD and coaching staff did a great job of reloading. A lot of talent, right? A lot of awesome guys. I think we're going to be really deep, and it's going to be tough. To play the Hurricanes. Right? We're going to have a lot of guys coming out, a lot of different looks, which is special. But a lot of guys that love to compete, and that's what we were able to see this fall and continuing this spring.
Awesome. Tell me about the injury, just kind of how it happened, and just where you are, how you're feeling, and just mentally, how do you feel about that going into 25?
No, absolutely. Obviously, I had Tommy John surgery, 2 years ago. Well, almost 2 years now, and I came back from it. To thank the Lord, right? Thank God for upstairs for doing that for me. And obviously, last year went down a little bit of a different one. It was just unfortunate. I had a nerve transposition just because of the way that TJ healed. It was subluxing a little bit, which is okay. We went and got that fixed, and we're back now. Healthier than ever. Can't complain. The Lord upstairs is blessing me to be out here another day to play another game. And I take it step by step now. Each day is a blessing for me. I step back on the field, and I'm just grateful to be healthy.
Obviously, Miami's a great baseball program, and obviously with the whole injury situation, they were able to kind of get you back on the field. How great of a program is Miami of a destination for transfers these days? Just because players are transferring in and out, but you also had an opportunity to leave. So why would Miami be a transfer destination for players?
It's the best place to play, not just because of the weather. I'll go a little deeper than that with the coaches, right? The coaches, they pour into you everything they have. The medical staff, for me, that resonates personally, right? The medical staff poured everything into me to get me back on the field, and just a lot of trust, right? This is the kind of team you want to play for. Obviously, hadn't had my chance to leave, but I felt I had unfinished business here, right? JD had put so much faith and trust into me that I wanted to give it back, and I think that's my goal this year, is to give him and this team everything we can and everything I got, in order to win baseball games. But for anybody that wants to come to Miami, it's the best place to play. And I say that not just because of the beautiful weather and the beautiful field and the amazing fans, but also because of the people underneath that sometimes go unseen.
Awesome. And lastly, how has Coach JD and Coach Laz really kind of helped develop you as a player?
No, absolutely. We've implemented a lot of stuff here, the technology and stuff, and they've really, poured into me from the moment I got here. And I think the biggest thing for me and the change I've had is in the mental game, right? Laz having the background as a mental skills coach, it's been incredible for me on the mound. And JD, giving him reins to that. And also JD, my first year being my pitching coach, taught me how to be a competitor. What it means to go after people, what it means to not worry about who's in the box and just do what you do best. And I think that continues to improve. And then now the new technology, right? We're learning, okay, what makes Brian Walters, and how can we continue to do that on the field, not just in the pen, not just during practice, but how does this all translate to the performance we have? And I think they're doing a great job with that. And the cool thing about the future of Miami, it's only getting better.
Awesome. Actually, let me get one more. As far as this hitting lineup is concerned, we obviously know about Daniel Coupe, Dorian Gonzalez coming back, but what are some of the hitters that opponents should probably be fearful of going into the season?
You're gonna get a lot of different looks, right? I think it's a special lineup. I've been facing it, so it's tough, right? Max Galvin, Jake Ogden, Big Todd, these guys are gonna be ready to swing, and they're hungry, right? Like you come in a new place, like you're ready to establish yourself. And that's been a cool thing to watch. Like these guys are coming at you. Like I've had the privilege of pitching against them, right? Like, and that's a special thing, and it's gonna be dangerous. And that's a cool thing as a pitcher. When we all step in this dugout together, it's gonna be special.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you, man.